This is CG Ruthless Sports. I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
What's up, everybody? CG is back in the building. What is up, everybody? What's up, 400 channel? What's up? See you coming right back, man. Interested. For all those people who are tuning in, much appreciated. Shout out to everybody else. But I want to do some NFL picks for this game. So we got Thursday Night Football. I think this is the trash ball, if I'm being realistic about this one. But we're going to discuss about this game. So the Commanders versus the Chicago Bears. I'm pretty sure this is in Soldier Field. So this can be one of those games. Both teams are looking like crap. I mean, the Bears have 2 wins. The Commanders have 1. But what can be interesting about this game? It's kind of hard to choose between those 2 teams because the Commanders, they're not exactly what they are. They're very inconsistent. Carson Wentz is a good quarterback, but can't win you those games for whatever reason. For the Bears, it's still a work in progress with Matt Eberflus. They came up early with those early win starts. Now they're starting to fall off a little bit here and there. So I don't know. The Bears got an okay defense. Their offense isn't all that. The Commanders, they got a better quarterback with Wentz if he doesn't make mistakes. The running game is decent. The receiving core is solid. I ain't going to lie. Like they almost beat the Tennessee Titans if they didn't screw up that damn pass play. But that's just, it is what it is. But the Bears, despite how Justin Fields is playing, They were kind of like in that game with the Vikings in a bit, you know? They were kind of there, but the game was out of reach. It was hard to be convincing about this, but I feel like the Bears are who they thought they are, you know? They're not exactly a good football team at this point. You can say that they had their early wins against my Niners, and that win means nothing now because you guys haven't done much. You guys beat the Houston Texans. You guys want a cookie. Okay. All right. That's a good way to start the season is to get those early wins. But look at the Commanders. What have the Commanders done? They beat a Jacksonville Jaguars team. Jaguars are a better football team than them at this point. Yep, that's true. They both have some good running games in my opinion. Hey, what's up, Carcast? Good to see you. But I'm still not convinced with I'm just not convinced with either team, but I got to choose one. So as far as this game, it's probably going to be one of those ugly games again because the last Thursday night games, you haven't got no excitements. So if this goes as planned, I'm not a betting man by any means, but if I had to choose the score between the 2 teams, like the way Cardcast said it, they do have a good running game with those guys. But realistically, since it's on a short week, and I don't know, my gut feeling says that the Bears are going to win this game because on a short week, it doesn't look like the Commanders are a good road team by any means. So they play close against the Titans, but it wouldn't surprise me if they don't beat the Bears. So I'm going to go on the limb, and I'm going to say that the Chicago Bears win. I know. They win against I think it's going to be a pretty close game. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be one of those ugly games. That's the way I look at it. It's going to be an ugly game. It's not going to even be that exciting to watch. This is just like another Thursday night football game from last week. This is just going to be the same shit. Like, it's not even that worth entertainment to watch those two teams play each other. But I got to go with the Bears on this one. What's up, Philly Sports Rep? Good to see you, man. Guess it's good to see some new followers on the channel. Hey, good luck to your Phillies, man. Yo, CG, what is up? Yep, we got to win. 2 straight wins. That's all that matters. But this is just my final prediction right here. I think it's going to be an ugly score. It's going to be very close. I think their defense is going to look pretty good. I think the Bears and the Commanders' defense are going to hold up for a while. But I think it's going to come down to Carson Wentz screwing up the damn game. Knowing how Carson Wentz plays, he can screw up at any point. Yeah. Good to see everybody. That's Steph Curry troll. Good to see you, man. It's good to see 6 people in the building. But that is my final score. The Commanders 13 and the Bears 16. I just think the Bears are on a short week and they're going to play at home. That type of performance against the Vikings is probably more impressive than the Commanders playing close to the Titans. You know, that's just me being realistic. This is no cap on these Commander fans. You know, I don't see no improvement from your squad. You know, I don't know what to expect from the Commanders. So that's why I'm picking the Bears. So we'll go on. We'll definitely go on to the next game, which is pretty soon. But I got to fill up some more of these upcoming games because I still need to make room for other games. But these are going to be pretty interesting. Hold up, man. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ooh, okay. What's up, everybody? Okay, the Jaguars. Jaguars versus the Colts. A few weeks ago, the Jaguars beat the shit out of the Indianapolis Colts, right? They beat the brakes out of them. A few weeks ago. Despite the Houston Texans, man. Like they say, division games are just weird. They know how to play each other. I'm not shocked by the fact they lost to the Texans because they know each other. That's like knowing each other from all there. But the Colts, they won an ugly game against the Denver Broncos. I don't know. The Colts, I don't even know if Jonathan Taylor's going to play. If Taylor's not playing, I think it's going to be a pretty long day for the Colts. But I haven't checked out the injury updates if he's going to play or not. So it seems to me he might miss another week. And if that's the case, man, it's kind of – I mean, I'm not going to phase away from what the Jags did. I think they're still a good football team. I think a loss to the Texans is pretty much a normal thing for them because they play against each other twice a year, and division games are division games. But this can be one of those games. I'm going to definitely have the Jags with a sweep. The Colts ain't all that, bro. They're not all that. They're just not. The Colts are just who they are, dude. They're not that impressive. I don't see nothing impressive. The Jags are coming off a disappointing loss. They're pissed off. The Colts, they just won an ugly game against a overrated Broncos team that doesn't even look good of a football team. Like, I think the fact that they came off a disappointing loss to the Texans is more convincing for me to even go with them. The Jaguars are a far more improved team. They can definitely bounce back the next game, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to go with the Jags on this game. The Jags are going to win 24-14. That is my score prediction, and it is what it is. So we're on to the Baltimore Ravens versus the New York Giants. So the tales of these two teams. The Giants are 4-1 this season. They've only lost one game against the Cowboys with Cooper Rush at quarterback. The rest of the games, they've actually played outstanding football. I'll give them that. The Baltimore Ravens, I think they only had like maybe about at least one loss this season. I think they're 4-1 or 3-2, one or the other. But they're still a good football team, no matter how you look at it. They beat the Bengals, who are coming back to form, so they won by a field goal. So that's pretty convincing. The Giants, they came away with an upset against the Packers in London. It seems convincing. But which team do I trust the most? Which team do I feel like it's going to play better? I don't know. I don't think the Giants have ever had good success against the Ravens. I think the Ravens are more better football team than the Giants, even though the Giants are looking good on paper and everything. But I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one. I don't know. I never seen the record. I seen that the Ravens have always had the Giants number for quite some time. So I'm going to go by the past history because I don't know how they fare. But I'm going to go with this score. Sorry, YTC. Sorry, Fizz Vegas. I just think the Ravens are a better football team than you guys. I just go by what I see. Maybe the next game I might be more convinced for you guys, but I just don't see you guys beating the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's exceptionally good, bro. Their defense is solid, so there's nothing wrong with what they got, you know? There's just nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with what they got, man. I think the Ravens just they're showing that maybe they can win that division this year. So I'm more convinced about it than most people would give credit for. But the Giants, they are a far improved football team under Brian Daboll. I'll give them that. Daniel Jones is exceptionally looking good this year. He can make a case for being the most improved player of the year. I don't think he'll be offensive player of the year, but he'll definitely make a strong case to be one of those guys. But that's just my opinion about it. But yeah, that's pretty much my score. Like, I think it's going to come down to the Ravens actually Lamar's just going to run it right towards that defense. Lamar's going to have his way with this Giants defense. And I just think it's going to be pretty tough. The Ravens are a good football team. What's up, Devin Martzo? What's up, everybody? Let's see what happens, man. I just think this is more of a different game to go for. But I digress, and I'll go with the Ravens. So I pick Ravens as my I just pick Ravens as my ultimate pick. So Ravens seem like a safer bet than most teams I've kind of put in. Okay. Give it a second, guys. I want to put another one in. And then we're going on to the next one. I still got to fill up some more. And then that's it. Okay. All right, guys. So we are on to the Bengals versus the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints, they are who they are. They've won a shootout game against the Seahawks, who is kind of a sleeper team. Like, I think Seattle's kind of surprising people, but they're not exactly as good as people look at. But I think Geno Smith is looking pretty good as a quarterback for Seattle. But for the Saints, they won this game by 7 points in a shootout. The Saints, hey, you keep on using Taysom Hill, you guys have a chance, man. That guy's your gadget player. He's your weapon. But we'll see how that matchup goes, man. But the Saints won the shootout with Andy Dalton at quarterback. And I don't even know if Jameis Winston is going to start this week. So if they play Andy Dalton, if Andy Dalton starts, I think I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one. But yeah. Yeah, they got a pretty good They don't got a bad offense when Michael Thomas is healthy. You know, when Michael Thomas is healthy, that's when they got a really good offense. The running game is solid. I'll give them that. Their defense is not that bad. It's just, how the hell do you give up 30-plus points against Seattle? They're not that good of a football team. Everybody keeps overhyping the Seahawks. They're not a good football team. You're just letting these guys play. But I'll give credit. Like, how the hell do you give up 30-plus points against the Seahawks? They're not a good football team. I hate to say it. Like, this is not exactly how you're supposed to play football. But the Bengals, they played some close games. They won some games. They beat the Jets. They beat I think they won most convincing games, but they won against the Dolphins, which was their upset of the game. I think most of their next games, they lost to the Ravens. So, it's a tough one. But you guys want to go with the Saints? I don't know, man. If you're playing a close game against Seattle, I can't pick you because you kind of almost choked against them. Unless Jameis Winston plays, then I might be convinced, but I don't know if he's playing this week, so I'm definitely going to go with the Bengals. Sorry, guys. I got to go with Cincinnati. Cincinnati is getting back to form. The Saints are who they are. They're just not coming to play, man. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not really convinced with the New Orleans Saints unless they do something better. But I am going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals, 31-17. Like, if you're going to play trash against Seattle and let them come into this game, bro, then I can't pick you for that one. You got to do better than that. So my score is 31-17. So book it. Like, I can't pick you if you're going to play crappy against Seattle. That's like playing crappy with the Raiders, too. Come on, man. You can't be playing shit like that. You can't be capping me with those type of games right there. You got to play better football. And the Saints, to me, they didn't prove to play good football. Like, you just let a team like Seattle come in this game and play close. You let those guys play. You let them in the game. Hold up a second. The hell did I put? It's not very convincing to look at those games right there, but we'll see. Okay. Hold up, guys. Ooh. Give me a few seconds. Okay, we're on to the 49ers versus the Atlanta Falcons, man. This one kind of, yeah, it is. What's up, Coach T. Banks? What's up, man? What's good, Grandizer? I know it must have been an awful week, man. Yeah, they are. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really sure, like, how you're going to let these teams play over, man. Okay. All right. So the 49ers versus Falcons. The Niners came away with an impressive blowout win against the Panthers, but at what cost? We lost our starting cornerback for the season. Nick Bosa's going to miss significant time. Our kicker, Robbie Gould, he could miss time because of the contusion, so we'll see. Maybe he'll play this week, or maybe we'll have to go sign a kicker. But looking at the Atlanta Falcons, they came very close against the Buccaneers. It was one of the most controversial calls I've ever seen. Anytime you touch Brady or sack him, they're going to call a freaking roughing the passer. The Falcons, despite their record, they are playing inspired football. They are playing like underdogs. They're not even supposed to be in this game, but they are playing a lot close games than expected. Under the head coach of Arthur Smith, this Atlanta Falcons team is actually playing a lot close games. Like, there's games that they should have won, but they were right there. They were just right there. But when you look at the matchup, they played against suspect defense. They played against decent teams, but a lot of it, yeah. Yep, that's right. Hey, I'm doing good, Grant Dizer. I'm doing really good. It's a nice sunny day, even though I'm inside. But I'm gonna go hit the gym after I'm done with these pick'ems. I do this every week to give you guys my picks, but this is a matchup of this game, and I'm gonna go by the tails of two teams and tell you what matches up favorable. Well, the Niners, they've actually looked good against the Panthers. Their offense was able to move the ball a lot better. We improved better. I believe we scored 31 points off of our offense on that. Despite the interception, we scored over 31 points. So this Niners offense is going to definitely match up to this Falcons defense pretty well. The Atlanta's offense, what really gives the Falcons the advantage in some perspective is the mobile quarterback. Like Marcus Mariota, let's be honest, he's very mobile. He can move out of the pocket. He can give us some problems, but we do got some guys who can match up to his level. What the Falcons have in their favor isn't the running game. It's got to be some of the receivers. You got Drake London, who's an up-and-coming receiver that they drafted from UFC. He's a good receiver. Kyle Pitts is solid. He's a solid tight end. He's up-and-coming. Their defense their defense is no slouch. Grady Jarrett is one of the most underrated defensive linemen. Like, if you're going to talk Aaron Donald, you better bring up Grady Jarrett's name out there too. This guy gets no love. This guy plays at a high level, and he doesn't get much recognition for it. Like, this is the guy that had 3 sacks in the Super Bowl, but nobody wants to mention that part. But they got a pretty up-and-coming young defense. Their secondary's okay. It's a young team. This is a very young unit. This is a team that you don't want to sleep on. This is a team you have to take serious. Does this game have trap written all over it? Maybe. But realistically, the Niners are looking a lot better on the road now. They just made a statement against the Panthers, so that kind of tells me that this is a game that we definitely must win. Hey, a win against the Falcons does build Niners more confidence, so I am going to go with the Niners, of course, and the Falcons are going to play a little closer, but I'll give them that. The Niners are going to win this game. 27-20. Maybe even less points for the Falcons, but I'm trying to be generous. So, maybe they might score 20 points. Maybe they might play a little close, but the Niners are going to win by a touchdown. Mark my words, we're going to win by a touchdown. That team, hey, quit putting troll counts, man. Seriously, dude, quit making up crap. Hey, any of you mods see some fake accounts, bro? Remove it. These are not real damn accounts, bro. Come on, man. I'm not here to interact with people like this, man. That needs to be removed. Get rid of, yeah. Dude, hey, anybody who are mods, remove that shit, bro. Remove it. I don't need to hear these little troll counts. I'm here to talk football. And it's that stupid Bears fan who's a Packers fan too. So don't even get there, you stupid Judah. You were a Packers fan, so don't come up with that BS, man. I'm gonna focus on this game. All right, so the Niners win this game against the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to play a lot inspiring football, but the Niners are going to come up top. I think the Falcons even scoring 20 points against our defense will be impressive, but the Niners are going to come on top. So that's my opinion about this scoreboard. So let's go on with the next game, and I am definitely going to tell you like it is. I speak facts, and I tell you like it is. My score prediction of that game, I think it's going to be pretty impressive that the Falcons might even score 20 points on us, but we'll still win because our offense is going to make up the slack, yeah. Yeah, we can win by 7. Does Pitt still have a hamstring? That's a good question. Maybe look it up. Since you want to ask that question, let me look up the injury updates, man. Maybe you're right about the hamstring. If he doesn't play, then maybe he's ruled out of this game. Ooh. I'm going to look it up. Kyle Pitts. Okay, Coach T. Let me see if I find it. So he was ruled out against the Buccaneers, but because of a hamstring. So if he misses this game, this can be a different ball game. So if Kyle Pitts, yeah. I was never a Patriots fan, bro. I don't know where the people get all that shit from. I think it's false. People say stuff like, I think it's just a troll account, man. Dude, I don't even need to answer this question, bro, because I got more Niners community on my corner than most of these fucking trolls right here, bro. Do I look like I have Patriot shit? I don't. Like, dude, this is what I did. I lost a bet and I paid up. So does that make me a fan when I had to pay up a stupid bet off a Super Bowl? No. Like in 2018, I said the Rams were going to beat the Patriots. And the bet was, if I was wrong, I had to wear a stupid Patriots hat. So does that make me a fucking two-teamer? Nah. It doesn't. I don't need to explain shit. I remember I said something about the Rams winning against the Patriots, and that was the bet. So case closed. And if you guys come up with all this shit, I'm going to have my mods remove all this fake shit, bro. That shit ain't cool. And if you got something to say, bro, if you're going to say somebody's a fake fan, then go to Cousin's stream because he's a fucking Cowboys fan. All right? Now, let's let that be. That so-called cousin, he is a Cowboys fan, not a Raiders. He's a Cowboys fan. So let's put that out there. So, Judah Tribe, if you're there, go make a Cowboys account on Cousin. He was a fucking Dallas Cowboy fan. So let's put that out there. Nope. I think everything is false. Yep. We can definitely win by 7, man. I don't like these fucking trolls, and I'm going to start fucking reporting every damn counts out of you guys. But let me focus on these games. I guess you need to be accountable for the other fake fan because Cousin, Robert Avila, is a Cowboys fan. He is a Cowboys fan, not a Raiders. What's up? What's up? What's up, John Jay? What is up, man? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to talk about it. Exactly. He needs to go focus on that Cousin guy because he was a Cowboys fan. But all right, I digress. Let's focus on the positive side, man. I'm trying to do pick'ems, and I don't want to have some fucking weasel on my channel. Anytime somebody sees shit like that, can you remove that? For future reference, if you're my mods, can you guys remove those, okay? You need to remove those so I don't have to have this issue. You guys have permission to remove those. As long as it doesn't have no personal attack shit, then I'm cool with them staying. But that's kind of a step in the line with what people have been saying, bro. That's fake. Phony. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, we got the Buccaneers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I don't know which team to pick. Yeah, exactly, man. But I digress, man. I got to go on to these next games and discuss these upcoming games. Man, what's up, Rudy, for Remedia Sports Report? Man, what's good, man? What's good? All right, so Tampa Bay versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not as good of a football team, man. Like, their quarterback sucks. All you have is a running game. That's all you have. You have Najee Harris. Your defense is solid, but your quarterback sucks. Truth hurts, man. I don't even hate the Steelers like that. I just think your quarterback just flat out sucks, man. Like Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, it don't matter. They all suck. like, I don't know what the optimistic is, but this is kind of whatever. Oh, the Buccaneers, they're explosive on offense. Not the same exact football team, but they got the talent enough to beat them. So this is pretty much yeah, should I even go there? I'm going to just go with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. I don't know. Sorry, Pittsburgh. I don't know. I just don't trust you guys. You guys don't seem like a good football team. It's like I'm not fully convinced with Pittsburgh as a unit. Like all you have on offense is freaking Najee Harris. And your receivers, they can't even get the ball if the quarterback holds onto the ball. And he can't even get the ball if it's thrown interceptions. So the Tampa Bay Bucs should get some points off their defense. The Buccaneers should be able to move the ball down the field with Tom Brady. They should be able to get some opportunities to score over 30 points. So I definitely have the Buccaneers winning this game. Not even a question, man. Whatever. Yeah, it is. But Arians isn't coaching, bro. He isn't really coaching. Fuck Ohio State. Fuck Ohio. All right, man. I get it. Hey, for this week, it's going to be go UCLA. Go UCLA. Beat the USC Trojans. Because I don't like Lincoln Riley. What happened to Oklahoma on Saturday? We got our ass whooped. 49-0. Are you kidding me? What kind of shit fest was that, man? It is so disappointing that we couldn't even score a fucking touchdown on Texas, man. Oh, big shout out to Big Simple. Wee! Lit. Let's go. Go check out my guy, Big Simple 422. And he's, what's up, man? AD and the Lakers look good beating the Warriors in preseason, bro. Preseason, my ass. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But if you guys are looking for Washington Commanders content creator, go check out my boy, Big Simple 422, if you want to collab with this guy. This guy's the real deal. This guy is a passionate Washington Commanders fan. This guy gives you the best rants, and he gives you the best speech of his team, and he speaks it like it is, whether you like it or not. If you're looking for a Washington Commanders fan, go check out Big Simple 422 and go follow my guy on Twitter. Awesome guy. And big shout out to the BGN Sports Media because he's a part of the crew, and that's what we do. So, yeah, I hope you didn't take offense of it, Big Simple, but I didn't pick your team for this game for whatever reason. But, hey, maybe you guys will prove me wrong. Let's see. All right. We're on to the Cleveland Browns, to the Patriots versus Cleveland Browns. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are playing like trash, and I don't know. I think the Bears and you guys will play a very close game. So this is going to be one of those trash games, yeah. You ain't even lying, bro. How many Washington Commanders can admit that? Hey, Big Simple's keeping it real with y'all. If you guys are looking for a Commander fan, go check him out. I highly recommend Big Simple 422 because he gives you the entertainment. It gives you the realest Commanders fan in the business. But that's a good guy to go check out. And if you're looking for a Rams fan, Big Simple, go check out the Remilia Sports Report. And then go check out the rest of my crew. Go check out Shifty 49ers Talk. Go check out my boy, John Jay of the 49ers Ultimate Report. Go check those guys out. Yep, no problem, man. Got to give my boy a shout out because you've been grinding. Every now and then you show up and do what you got to do, man. But let's go on to this game. We got the Patriots versus the Cleveland Browns. Okay. So Mac Jones isn't playing this game. I don't know if they're still going to go with that third-string quarterback, but if that's the case, I guess the Browns are what they are. They're not looking good. They kind of been like a disappointment. But they did lose to the Chargers by 2 points. The Patriots won in a dominant fashion. The game they played against Detroit was a convincing game. but it's going to be probably an interesting game. Realistically, if Deshaun Watson played, then I think he'll beat the Patriots. But I like what New England's doing. Personally, even with that quarterback, Bailey, whatever his name is, Zach Bailey, whatever the hell his name is, they actually won a dominant fashion against the Detroit Lions, and it's kind of convincing. So I'll give New England 24. And the Browns, I'll give them 17. I don't know. The Cleveland Browns are just not that good. It's like they're very inconsistent. The Patriots they're kind of showing some cylinders. So I'll give it to New England for this one. Beating the Detroit Lions was very convincing, man. Yeah, no problem, man. I got you. Appreciate it. Yeah, Washington should have gone with the Hogs and tribute of those OG lines these days, man. That's what's up. Well, I guess John Chapman's got to do what he's got to do, man. All right, man. Have a good one. Go check it out, man. Cool. I got you. All right, man. No problem. Hey, when we play your Commanders, man, I got to have you on the show, bro. We got to collab when it comes down to that week, man. But, yep. All right, John Jay. Take it easy. But, yeah. Hey, it seems like those two guys are kind of in the same page, man. But, hey, New England's going to win this game. That's just they're more better football team. Even without their quarterback, they could run the ball. Zach Bailey just needs more snaps, and I think he'll be better than Brian Hoyer. So, there you go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, here's this game. This is going to be one of Rudy's game of the week. All right, we'll figure out something when it comes down to that week, man. We're going to play you guys pretty soon, but we'll figure out something, dude. We'll figure out something. But let's get on to the Panthers versus the Rams. Whew. Two teams have come with terrible defeats. The Panthers got their ass whooped by the San Francisco 49ers at home. And the LA Rams got embarrassed at home against the Dallas Cowboys minus Dak Prescott. So, on the bright side, the Carolina Panthers have fired their head coach and promoted their defense assistant, Steve Wilks, as head coach, interim head coach. So the Rams are dealing with offensive line injuries and the lack of offense, man. It's kind of concerning if you were a Rams fan because you are trying to have an identity, but you don't have some of your key players coming back. So it is a question mark for any of you Rams fans. Yeah, for any of you Rams fans, this is a concerning factor. But since it's the Carolina Panthers and they haven't played their best ball yet and they are kind of in a situation, they are going to play their fourth-string quarterback, P.J. Walker. So this is going to be convincing. I'm going to go with the Rams. This is at home. This is non-biased. I'm just going to pick the Rams for this reason. And it's probably not going to be that good of a game, so it might just be this type of game. So I am going to go with the LA Rams at home, 20-6. It's because the Rams are not even fully at their best. They're coming off of offensive line injuries. Maybe this is the game where they do future Allen Robinson. Maybe this is the game where their offense has some rhythm. Maybe this is the game where their running game looks pretty solid. We'll see. It's got to be one of those days. So, yeah. Yep. Pajama Walker. But I'm going to go with the Rams just to keep it real, man. Like, I don't even think the Rams are going to play fully their best, but they're going to still beat the Panthers. This is Carolina. They're not even at their best, and they're on to the fourth-string quarterback, so I don't know. This one's a confusing one. Like, I really want to pick the Packers. I really want to pick the Packers on this game, but it kind of seems tricky, man. Like, you lost the Giants in London. Your offense is kind of inconsistent. You haven't run the ball as much with Aaron Jones and the running game. The Jets, they're kind of like that team that just doesn't look good, but man, it's just crazy. It's crazy. The Jets actually blew out the Dolphins, man. Who would have thought that? They blew out the Dolphins. I don't know. Like, if the Jets defense is for real, I think the Packers may be in for a long day. But should I pick them? Man, you know what? This might sound weird. This might sound really weird, but this can be upset of the week. Man, I don't see much of this Packers offense very consistent. Like, they're not really showing it like week in and week out. But if the Jets keep on playing football like the way they are by running the ball and actually making Zach Wilson play mistake-free football, this Jets team can win. So I'm going to pick the New York Jets. I think Green Bay is what they are, man. They're not quite the same football team, man. Like, even without Devontae Adams, it's kind of showing that their offense is what it is, bro. I'm just going to go with the upset of the week. I'm going to go with the New York Jets. Like, if I'm wrong about this pick, it's because the New York Jets are fooling me with this shit. But I just think they could beat the Packers for this one. Yeah. Yeah, that could be the truth right there. I think Jets are kind of like making a statement. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Jets for this one. Because you know how Aaron Rodgers does. He'll struggle against really good defense. And what's a really good defense that he struggled in the past? The Niners. And who is the head coach of the Jets? Robert Saleh. He knows how to scheme against guys like Rodgers. So maybe this is the kind of game he could play good. Okay. We got the Vikings versus the Dolphins. Are the Dolphins in trouble with injuries, or are the Vikings really for real? That's a question mark. Man, if this is true that Tyreek Hill's going to miss time and Tua won't play this coming week, man, this could be concerning. This could be really concerning for the Dolphins. But I like what Minnesota's been doing. I'm very impressed by the Vikings. I really like what Minnesota's doing. So I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings on this game. But it's going to be pretty close game. So I'm going to give it to the Minnesota Vikings, 28-21. I don't know. If Teddy Bridgewater's playing and he's not playing up to the same level, dude, yeah. Yep, you got that right, man. And you keeping it realistic, bro. So I don't know. It's hard. Like, there's injuries, bro. It's going to be a huge factor. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. Ooh. Now, this is the game that I'm definitely intrigued by. This is where I'm very intrigued. Oh, man. So, Cardinals versus Seattle. Seahawks, Oh, who's Art LeBeau? Art LeBeau. Okay. Let's see, man. So, the Cardinals, man. Is this the week that Hopkins makes his return off of suspension? If that's the game, dude, I think Cardinals might win this game easily. But if he doesn't play this week, oh no. But from the looks of it, I think he's still suspended for week 6. So, oh no, I haven't got to that game yet. I haven't really got to that game yet. Okay. But let me look it up. Let me see if Hopkins is going to play this game because he's on a 6-game suspension, so maybe he won't play week 6. So oh, shoot. So if he doesn't play this week, he's suspended for 6 games, so I don't think he'll play week 6. Okay. Man, this is going to be a different ball game, yeah. Man. If you're done with La Raza, you know Art LeBeau is. Yeah, I probably need to look him up and make sure who I know. Dude, there's too many faces. But, Art LeBeau. Okay, I think I might have heard of him. Let's see. Cardinals versus Seahawks. There's no DeAndre Hopkins. The Cardinals offense is whatever. It's kind of very inconsistent. The Seahawks, they're like that one team with god-awful defense, but their offense is kind of playing inspiring. They're kind of playing like a lot better without Russell Wilson. Man, the Cardinals, man, Man, it's just hard to pick one. The Seahawks did play a close game against the Saints. They almost played a really close game. Man, but if they had Hopkins, I would go with Arizona. But, man, you know what? This may sound crazy. It's because I'm not really impressed with Arizona as much, man. Like, I like what I've seen from Seattle as much as I'm not impressed with them. But if I had to choose the one team I'm not as impressed with as much, it's the Cardinals. They're not that impressive. Like, I'm just going to pick it as an upset. And this game's in Seattle. Cardinals? Never mind. Cardinals play better on the road, actually. The Cardinals do play better on the road, actually, than they do at home. So they played good against Seattle in Seattle. They played well. But this is going to be a shootout. This is going to be a close game. So I'm not impressed with the Cardinals as much as the Seahawks. But the Cardinals are better on the road than what people give credit for. So give me the Arizona Cardinals 27 and the Seahawks 21. Or no, the Seahawks 24. It's going to be a close game. This is going to be a very close game that people expect it to be. But this is just going to be one of those games. Yeah, they played pretty good lately, but I'm still going to go with Arizona. Yeah, Seahawks and Arizona wishy-wishy. Yeah, I really want to pick the Seahawks, but it kind of tells me differently, bro. I got a feeling I could be wrong about this game, but I'm going to go with Arizona because it's on the road. They play better on the road than they do at home. If you look at the Cardinals' record at home, they're winless at home. On the road, they won 2 road games, and they play better football there. So I'm going to go with Arizona. I'm not impressed with them, but I'm going to give it a chance and say I'm going to go with Arizona for this one. All right, we got the next game. We got the Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Ooh, this is a tough one. It's at Arrowhead. They almost choked a game against the Raiders. Anytime you play a game like that against the Raiders, you're not a good football team. But I get it. It's a division game, and they play strange. The Bills, they came away with a win, and they're looking good right now. Like, as far as them as a team, bro, they are a very outstanding football team. But what's convincing? Yeah. It's funny. Man. But we got to look at the Bills and Chiefs. We'll see how the matchup goes. Josh Allen's playing out of his mind. He's playing at a high level. This offense is explosive. Their defense is for real. I think they're just more of a better loaded football team than the Kansas City Chiefs, man. The Chiefs, they didn't play up to their level against the Raiders. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. Despite losing to the Dolphins on that other game, they are a far better football team now. So give me the Buffalo Bills 31-27. Give me the Bills. Yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills by 4 points. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a shootout. This is going to be one of those games where it could be the teams meeting for the championship again. So we'll see. So we got the Eagles, the Cowboys versus the Eagles for this game. And it really depends on how we play, how they play as a team. So we'll see. But the Cowboys, even without Dak Prescott, they've actually look like a good football team. Like Cooper Rush hasn't lost a single start in his NFL career. Does it kind of remind me of somebody? Dude, it reminds me more of freaking Jimmy G. Like Cooper Kupp is the Jimmy G of the Cowboys now because he hasn't lost a start. Remember when he started off with the Niners? He was in New England and he was 2-0. Went to San Francisco for those first 5 starts. For those 5 starts there, 5-0. Jimmy G was undefeated that entire career until 2018 he lost. But we'll see how that goes. But as far as my honest opinion about this game, man, we're going to definitely look at these games, and I'm going to tell you what makes it very favorable. Okay. The Eagles are a good football team. They're a very complete team. I'm kind of like more convinced with them than most teams. But yeah, the Bills, yep. This can be a shootout for sure. Man, kind of funny. Cowboys versus Eagles. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are a better football team. The Cowboys, even without Dak Prescott, they kind of look like a really solid football team. But if they had Dak Prescott, I think they would definitely beat the Philadelphia Eagles. But for whatever reason, I am going to choose the Philadelphia Eagles. Sorry, Dallas. I'm just going to pick the Eagles on this game. And don't take offense of it, but it's going to be this type of score. So you guys are going to win this game. So the Cowboys 20, the Eagles 27. If they had Dak Prescott, I would have them win by a field goal. But he's not playing. Cooper Rush is doing a really good job. I'm not disputing it. He's outstanding. I'll give him that. So we are on to the Broncos versus Chargers. On Monday Night Football, this is a division game. This plays strange. The Broncos and Chargers play these strange games. The Broncos are a very inconsistent team on offense. Their defense is solid. They just haven't played up to their potential. The Chargers, they're kind of inconsistent in their own right, but they got a better football team than what the Broncos have. They seem more loaded than the Broncos. But realistically, knowing how they play in division games, it's a strange game. But realistically, I am going to go with the Chargers on this game. I'm going to go with the Chargers. 17-27 Chargers. I'm just more convinced with the Chargers than I am with the Broncos. The Broncos have no offense, bro. It's very inconsistent. It is disappointing, bro. Like, for anybody that tells me otherwise, bro, this Broncos team is a disappointment, and I just don't seem convinced with them. Like, I'm sorry for you Bronco fans. I'm just not really impressed, bro. Like, I'm just not impressed. Like, I'm more impressed with the Raiders than I am with the Broncos. If I'm being realistic, man, at least they're playing a good offense. I mean, yeah, the record sucks more than you guys, but look at them on offense, bro. They're playing good football too in some ways. But look at the Chargers. They almost choked the game, but they won. How they're going to choke against the Broncos? Hey, we choked because we weren't playing up to our level yet, so let's not get there. So I'm going to go with the Chargers on this game, and this is pretty much my pick'ems of the week. But if you guys disagree on the pick'ems, leave a comment, but I am going to end this stream, and I'll catch you guys later on tonight on the NFC West Network, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I hope to see you guys there because the AZ Sports Fan and Noah and Pale Time, we're going to discuss the NFC West standings. And guess who's on top of the NFC West right now? It's the San Francisco 49ers. We are in sole possession of first place. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll see you guys later. And as always, go Niners. Peace.